of the best linebackers in the league. Also a Super Bowl 48 rematch. It's Bobby Wagner going up against Brandon Marshall. So let's get over to the ATL, Atlanta. Standing by our commentary team of Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis.
Well, there's a new building set to open adjacent to us to the south, but for now, they're still playing football at the Georgia Dome, and that's where we're located here in downtown Atlanta. Straight ahead, a rematch of Super Bowl 48, and it should be a good one between the Seattle Seahawks and the Denver Broncos. First down, Wilson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Vance Walker in there to bring him down for a loss of 7. Boy, he came in off the edge so quickly there.
Look out, because that's exactly what it was being shouted by the offensive lineman to his quarterback, because he had no chance to block him.
And this is caught. It's Jimmy Graham. You know, Charles, for Graham, so much concern early in the season about whether he'd be ready to play this year, what would happen recovering from the tendon. Not only was he ready, he played every game this season for Seattle.
And it wasn't just the injury concern with Jimmy Graham. It's how Seattle runs their offense. Remember, when he was in New Orleans, he could expect a ton of passes to come his way. But in Seattle, that number was going to be reduced. Would he be able to maximize what they were going to throw in his direction? And he certainly did this year, 65 catches.
65 catches, just shy of 1,000 yards, 6 touchdowns, too. Carry for the rookie Procise. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Here's the offense. Certainly some threats on this offense, and one of them that they target is Doug Baldwin.
Not only does he do a nice job catching the ball downfield, he's also a tremendous blocker that helps unleash the running game.
And ready now for 2nd and 9. And with very little time left on the play clock, Pete Carroll's going to call timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. On 2nd down, here's Wilson. Finding time. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by the corner, Bradley Roby. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. Green, the tight end, in motion. Now a carry, it's C.J. Anderson. And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. The offense on your screen now, and our first look at C.J. Anderson.
And what a look it's going to be. Making a name for himself rapidly, running the football.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here. They run it again with Anderson. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs.
And that run was what a lot of people call an explosive run. Gave them good yardage, solid yardage. They feel good about the whole thing, and they did it behind a 2 tight end set. It's always interesting to watch what offenses want to do with the 2 tight ends. Sometimes they line them up together for a power set. Sometimes they put one on each side of the line of scrimmage to balance things out. No matter what, though, when you see 2 tight ends on the field, your first thought is to think run. In this case, the offense was able to run successfully.
Here's Justin Forsett, his first carry. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, and that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold him to no gain.
Throwing on third down, Simeon. And that is incomplete. Emmanuel Sanders, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up a fourth down. On fourth down, it's Riley Dixon on now to kick it away for Denver. Back deep for the Seahawks, the All-Pro returner from 2015, Tyler Lockett. Oh, and what a play on special teams here. This is going to be down inside the 5, all the way down at the 2-yard line. And out now come the Seahawks. Looked like they had something going last drive. Then the interception happened. Will they recover?
The memory they need to keep with them is that they did have something going. They were moving the ball on offense, had a nice sequence going. Don't worry about the other part. You can't get that back. Let's go back to what you were doing well before.
I thought you were going to say they need to have no memory, but remember the good part, forget the bad.
I like that even better.
Call it a 3-yard gain, and that'll make it second down. And here's a look at the defense for Denver.
I love watching T.J. Ward play. Whether it's covering in the deep zones or blitzing, this man makes plays.
Now Wilson down around his goal line, escaping the pressure right. Complete. Richardson has it. And he's brought down after a good gain. A very nice pickup of 33 yards.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that and have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
And the grab made by Doug Baldwin. Baldwin coming off his first Pro Bowl appearance. He had career highs, Charles, in catches with 94, over 1,100 yards. That also a career high. Pretty good season for Doug Baldwin.
And I think the place that he really started to take off was midway through 2015. The connection between he and his quarterback, Russell Wilson, where they were playing more from the pocket, bigger plays downfield, that just propelled him into 2016. That, and anything he perceives as a slight, he uses it to his advantage, and he just goes out and plays.
Second and 10 now. Wilson eluding the pressure. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. And yes, that is something Von Miller does very well. 13.5 sacks last year, second in the league, and was right in the running for Defensive Player of the Year. Again.
And if he plays full seasons or nearly full seasons, he'll be in that running for the rest of his career. I love his ability to bend coming around the corner, and sometimes we don't talk about that enough. His ability to have the best leverage, get lower than the offensive tackle, yet still running at full speed and wrapping his way around the corner and getting to the quarterback.
Now the Broncos are going to take a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. In motion left is Baldwin. So the D-line's going to spread out. They'll indeed go for it with Wilson. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by the free safety, Darian Stewart. And he's able to bring it out 5 yards shy of midfield to the 45-yard line. And Denver getting set to take the field. And they'll be looking to avoid what happened last time, which is punting the football.
But when you look at how teams play the game, that complementary football, comes into play. How do I take care of my defense? How do I take care of my offense? Well, the defense is taking care of them in a lot of ways. Now it's time for the offense to jump things up and help their defense out. Give them a little bit of rest.
Yeah, time for them to give him a rest. Took the words right out of my mouth. Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down. You're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
Back alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon. They'll need to get it to the 30 for a first. This is 3rd down. Slot man moves right. 3rd down now. It's C.J. Anderson. And he gets this down to the 18. Good enough for a first down. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains.
Whenever we meet with coaches and they always talk about wanting to establish running the football, it's oftentimes with a good tight end who can control the line of scrimmage and the point of attack, and they're becoming harder to find because the colleges are giving us a whole lot of receiving tight ends, former wide receivers who can run, not necessarily block very well. In this case, though, we saw 2 tight ends on the field, both of them with the ability to block, and he ran the ball successfully behind that power set.
A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
There's another example of why they haven't scored any points so far. I think it's time to abandon the run game, spread things out, and go to the air. It certainly can't be any worse than what they've done so far.
Anderson, and able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. It'll be a 5-yard pickup there, so from 2nd and 13, they're back to a more manageable 3rd and 8. And some extras coming up on the line here, readying for the blitz. Now a run with Anderson. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. It's a really nice 15-yard pickup, and now it's 1st and goal.
Now that was a gutsy call. In today's NFL, that is a passing down, but they broke tendency, and in a big way, and they were rewarded with a big run. Now they're set up with 1st and goal.
And he will take it in for a Bronco touchdown. Justin Forsett taking it in. And the Broncos are in for 6. And they're able to run it in. It started with a battle in the trenches. They won there, and they got in for 6 points.
And that's going to be a tough one for the defense to deal with. They've got to go to the bench now and figure out how are we going to slow down this running game, because on that particular play, they had no answer.
The Seattle now ready to march out of the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious, because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll bring up a 2nd down.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there? Freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
So they complete the pass, and now they face a 2nd down. Wilson turns and gives to Procise. And he'll get this only up to about the 35. They give him about 4 on the play, but he's marked short, so it'll be 3rd and about the length of the football. 3rd and short, it's Procise. So nothing there, but maybe you blame that on the blocking.
Yeah, at some point you've got to win at the point of attack, and on that play, that was all the defense. They made it happen.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. They'll roll, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Shaquille Barrett in there to sack him for a loss of 6. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? Quarterback gets hit.
And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Brandon Marshall in there to drop him, and sacks on 1st and 2nd downs are going to lead to a 3rd and long.
And the Broncos go to a nickel set on 3rd down.
Yeah, they've got an extra DB out there. Oh, a scrap for the football. football, and he's going to come down with it. So here we go. The offense is going to stay out there. They're going for it on 4th and 8.
Partner, I think that completion takes the definition of dink and dunk to a different level, doesn't it?
It does, and the defense was right there, kind of played into their hands. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. Give him 23 yards on the pickup, and they're able to pick up the conversion here on 4th down. A great job pulling that one in from a guy, as we know, who can really blaze. He's got a lot of speed.
And that speed can work for him so many different ways. Sometimes he just takes off and goes and just runs past people. Sometimes you get people to back off so far that you can catch everything underneath. But still, at some point in the game, you probably have to make some contested catches, right? Sometimes you have to go up and beat a defender for the football. He has that in his arsenal as well.
Showed it right there. Earlier, partner, when discussing Russell Wilson, you said you think he's best when Seattle is running back centric. Is Thomas Rawls the centerpiece going forward there?
I think so, because of what he did 2 seasons ago before he got hurt. Because he runs that offense the way they want it run. One cut, downhill, get upfield. And Thomas Rawls is perfect for that. If he stays healthy, that allows Russell Wilson now to throw the play action, the bootleg passes that really hurt other teams defensively.
And Rawls, and now on the pitch, the ball's loose. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. The Broncos offense now gets ready to head back onto the field. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again.
And this will be caught at the 30. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Emmanuel Sanders, 65 yards. And the Broncos able to show off their quick strike ability. And this one through the uprights and good. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Seahawks offense now, they get set to go back to work. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
Now, they're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. Vance Walker there to stop him.
Yeah, that wasn't a big run, just a short one there. But guess what? Sometimes you treat it like boxing. You throw that jab out there, and you throw it again, you throw it again, then you come with a big punch later. Maybe they're just trying to set them up.
Caught left side, Williams. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Give them 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn them a fresh set of downs. Boy, the evolution of the game and how these guys on plays like that can get out of the pocket, keep plays alive, it just makes things so much harder for defenses.
It really does, and we're talking about an era in the game where the quarterbacks are the most athletically gifted that we've seen in a bunch. I mean, when you talk about collectively, it's unbelievable. So their ability to move is practiced now. It's not necessarily, oh, he just took off and you guys figure it out. When he takes off, everyone knows where to go now. They know how to run routes, change things, make themselves presentable for the quarterback. That's a lot of time that they put in on it. It's not just your static 1, 2, 3. This is where the ball goes anymore.
And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. It's the linebacker, Brandon Marshall, there on the tackle. And they're going to speed things up here. On 3rd down, Wilson. Pressure up the middle, and down he goes. Von Miller in there to pick up his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Here we go on 4th with Wilson. Sliding out of the pocket. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Bronco offense now set to come back out onto the field. And where the ball is now, you got the field goal pretty much in the bag. Now do you try for the end zone a couple of times?
I don't think there's any question about it. You might get a gift of 6 points rather than the 3 that you just noted that you feel like you already have. Be aggressive, go after it, and try and get those points.
Here's Anderson, and he'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. They run again on first down. Anderson. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. And quickly, now before this second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. And McManus able to put it through. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Here comes the Broncos offensive unit here as they'll have it first to begin this 3rd quarter. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that